Not bad for a first session, right? I know there's a couple of you on here probably like, oh man, this is so rudimentary. Yes, I know it's rudimentary. Trust me, we'll be making some cool stuff. We still have a cool landscape assignment. There's a lot more technical stuff that just hasn't been done. I just need to make sure that everybody is on the same page when we are doing this, so that you guys know how to navigate the engine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be okay. We'll get caught up with everybody. Everybody's going to move together, and well, the homework for telling me who you are, what's going on, that'll help me a lot to figure out where everybody is, and I might speed up the class a lot more if you guys are honest with me, if you have any experience doing this. So the more experience the entire class, I'm dying. The more experience that the rest of the class has, the more than likely I'm to skip the rudimentary stuff and go straight to the punchy stuff. So there's still a lot more to cover. It looks like there's a fish in the background now. It looks like the cats are playing around with fish. Oh, there's a little mouse down there. Anyways, this is going to be probably a lot for a lot of you guys. If there are any questions, don't hesitate to pop into the Discord and ask the question. If I missed anything, please tell me. I'll make a makeup video. I'll add more information. I'll add more stuff. But I think this is going to do it for now for week 1. Oh, last thing I forgot to cover. What is wrong with me? Let me go ahead and turn off my camera here real quick. There we go. Screenshots. Forgot about that. That's going to be important. All right. So let's say we're in this viewport. I'm going to press F11. So I'm in play right now. You can do anything at this point, from doing a print screen to a capture. But as you notice, it's very difficult to kind of get out of this viewport. I'm going to press Shift F1? Sorry, I took a screenshot with my NVIDIA stuff. But if you press Shift F1, this allows you to get out of this particular window. And it actually works pretty well for doing so. Sorry guys, my thing stopped recording for a second, and then I noticed that the engine was getting a little weird, so I had to restart it. Okay, sorry about that. If your engine gets weird and you're noticing that it's not doing something that you want it to, a restart usually fixes it. Okay, so this is where we left it last. Pressing F11 opens up the full screen mode, and funnily enough, it's as simple as pressing the F9 key. Press F9, you'll notice that it hitches for a moment. I'm getting back into the viewport. I'm going to press F9 again. Cool. As you can see, it opens up screenshots. And if you go into the actual project, saved, screenshots, Windows No Editor, you'll see that your screenshots pop up. I've got a lot of pictures open. So I'll need something that looks like this. And I'll need something that looks like, that's fine, this. Those are your 2 screenshots. Make sure you don't have preview turned on, and if you feel so enticed, you can turn all of this stuff off by hitting G. It doesn't really matter to me if you leave it on or off at this stage. I just want to make sure that you can take the screenshots. That way you can submit your homework. Just make sure that you do a final bake. If you are having issues with preview, or if this is showing up, if this isn't showing up at all, no big deal. You don't have to worry about it. All right? All right, guys. Let me go ahead and turn myself back on here. Cool. That's going to do it for this week. I hope that helps. That was the last thing I remembered at the last second. Usually I have a notes thing that I follow, and then I'm like, oh no, screenshots. I forgot about screenshots for submitting homework. Do your homework. For those of you who this is rudimentary for, just do it anyways. Do it quick. You'll be fine. I'm not expecting something glorious here. I just want to make sure that you guys can navigate, that you guys can apply textures, that you guys can use the viewport, save levels, that you guys can manage your project file, that you can get the engine installed, that you can get it running, and that you can get it to a place where you can actually perform in this class. If anyone has any issues, don't hesitate to reach out on Discord. I actually see some messages right now. Let me actually check them to make sure that I know that people are actually getting back to me. It looks like people are just joining, which is good. As long as you give yourselves a role when you join and give yourself a role, you're going to be invited to all these new channels. Everything else is going to be great. Please don't invite your friends. This is purely for our class. I would encourage you guys not to invite your friends, but it is how it is. So as long as you guys are staying in touch with me and you guys are working with me and you guys are getting stuff done, we should be good to go. Now, I didn't cover one thing that I did want to cover. Let me see if that's still available down here. My machine is okay, it's because I had the engine open still. I'm just going to move Lecture 1 down to Week 2. We'll talk about Lecture 1 here in Week 2. There was a lot that I didn't get a chance to cover. This is just a PowerPoint of, welcome to game stuff. I'll cover a little bit more. I didn't expect this to take so long, but this is already several hours of recording, and I just don't want to destroy you guys with a bunch of extra stuff, at least in Week 1. Let's see, how long is this? This is 20 minutes. That's 50 minutes. That's an hour and a half. That's 2.5 hours. That's another 20 minutes. That's 50 minutes. So this is almost 4 hours of content. This is essentially what we would be doing in person if we were in a 4-hour class. So I've covered as much as I feel comfortable covering today. I'm not going to do the lecture for now. I'll move it into Week 2. You guys can't see that yet. I'm going to update the lectures. This will be popped up. It'll lead to a YouTube channel, so don't worry. How could you see it if... How would you be able to know that it goes to a YouTube channel if I don't post it? How would you know any of this? I'll fix that. Anyways, I'm keeping it simple for Week 1. Just keep it together. We'll do this together, and it'll be fine. All right? From here on, it's only up. So I think we'll be okay. All right, guys? That's it for this week. I'll make an announcement when this gets posted, and I will see you guys in the next one next week. Any questions, hop over to Discord. Take care of yourselves and each other, and if you do drive safe. See you next week.